guys, welcome today to a new video. I hope that you guys are doing well and are enjoying your day today. So guys, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing 10 trends that I've been loving so much at this moment. And I'm loving them so much that I wanted to share them with you guys because I truly believe that some of these trends are life-changing and for the good. They're going to make your life exquisite. And some of them are just fun. I'm just sharing what I'm liking and loving. But I can guarantee you 2 of them are amazing. And I hope that they will change your life as they has changed mine too. So let's start off with the first one. And I'm kind of like wearing it at the moment. And it is the butter soft yellow color that I've been loving this season. It is the color of the season and I've been enjoying it so much. Look at this, you guys. Look at this. I'm wearing it and it's definitely been my color and it's really beautiful to just get like mesmerized by colors. I think yellow is such a beautiful color. It brings energy, it brings light, it brings sun. It's just like this hint of pastel. And I think these are also very neutral colors, you can say. Pastel colors are really, they go like with almost anything if they matches your skin tone. So I've been really loving this color and yeah, it's everything that I've been waiting for. And I know some of you guys are going to ask me where this sweater is from. So it's from a beautiful cashmere brand that is called Arch 4. I think it's located in United Kingdom. I'm not sure. But I found this one. This one was on sale and I thought I would just splurge on this one. It is such a beautiful cashmere sweater. It is super soft. And if you guys know, I've told you guys before that I'm really allergic to wool and anything like that. So if it's like a lower grade cashmere, I would get like very itchy. But this one is super soft and I've just been living in this sweater, and especially because the weather here in the Netherlands is going like up and down. It's kind of like a London weather, you guys. So if you've ever been to London, you know how it is. It's all around. It can get like very hot, but at the same time, a day later, it could be raining and just 20 degrees. That is today. So yeah, I've just been loving this so much and I've been loving this brand so much. So if you're looking for anything sustainable, durability, I would definitely recommend to check out this brand. It's called Arch 4. And that actually helps me to hop on the second trend that I want to talk about. And it is the trend of investing in more sustainable and durable pieces that you bring into your home, your closet. And I've been loving this trend so much. I think it is amazing. And it has made me even more aware about the purchases that I bring into my home in general. And even more specific, my closet, my wardrobe, bags, the things that I buy, my jewelry pieces, and stuff like that. And I think this one, really, when you do it right, when you do it with intention, it saves you so much money. And I'm all for that. I'm all for enjoying luxury pieces or enjoying durable, sustainable things. And at the same time, just being conscious about the environment, but also being conscious about your own wallet, right? And the things that I have been personally doing to hop on this trend is, I think, are really small, but really to not try to invest so much or to put so much money into fast fashion. And I think there have been brands that are being portraying themselves as slow fashion, but slowly are becoming more fast fashion. And I mean, I'm thinking about Zara, I think about H&M, I'm thinking about Amazon, I'm thinking about maybe even some pieces of Massimo Dutti. I'm thinking even about COS. These has been brands that have section of small, sustainable, durable items, but in general, they're very fast fashion. And I'm not saying anyway you shouldn't buy any items from this store. I do buy items from this store, especially if I know that I want an item for a short period of time. But what I've done specifically is for items that I want to use for a long term, knowing in my mind that I want items for a longer run, like coats or jackets or sweaters or, things that I know that can just go for a longer period of time. And for those items, I've kind of like switched to brands that are more sustainable, durable in their materials and things that they put online. So think about like Max Mara coats or investing in cashmere sweaters, but good brands, not like small brands. So I'm talking like Arch 4 if you're in that. They also it's like not a well-known brand, but I know that some people have noticed this brand. It's called Lisa Yang. She also makes really, really beautiful cashmere pieces. We've got some pieces from Kate. I think other durable brands that make beautiful cashmere items are, of course, Loro Piana, Bruna Cucinelli. I haven't brought anything from those because I try not to go up high in price. I try to make it a little bit affordable. But those are the things that I've been doing personally. And I think this is making such a difference. Also, like if you're thinking in terms of coats, go to like good brands that make good quality coats that will last you a really long time. For example, if you maybe buy an Yves Saint Laurent coat that is made from leather, beautiful supple leather, or maybe even Totem or the Row if you like that, it will last you maybe a really, really long time in terms of the leather quality, instead of going to brands that are lower in quality or buy faux leather, for example, and then in 1 or 2 years you have to throw that away because it doesn't look good anymore. It's great when you're trying to find your style, to experiment with different style, to go maybe for fast fashion and try things on. But once you know your style, I would say definitely hop on this trend because it will save you money in the long run. So trend number 3 that I'm hopping on and that I've been really, really enjoying, this is such a luxury trend, and it has like some trends are like a little bit deeper and some are superficial like this one. And the rock crystal from Van Cleef & Arpels from the Alhambra collection has been trending so much lately, and I've been loving this trend. And I'm definitely hopping up on this trend. And it might seem like a little bit silly because you're hopping up on a trend, but I'm saying this because I was already on this trend before this was even trending. So the thing that actually got me into the whole Alhambra collection is because I actually saw a picture or something on Pinterest of the rock crystal from the Alhambra collection. Now back then when I started, I didn't have like anything on the list, and I started with an online boutique because we didn't have a store here in the Netherlands. So the funny story is that I called this essay, who's still my essay till this day, and I asked her about the rock crystal because actually I didn't know anything about the whole VIP system, right? This was, I think, about 4 years or so, maybe 5 years ago. And I really wanted this bracelet. And she actually told me, well, we don't make that. And she had to laugh because I think she already knew that I knew that they were making it. So later on our conversation, she actually corrected herself and said that they're very special pieces and they're very, very rare. And of course, only to special clients. So I got that. But that was actually the spark of my whole journey in this whole Van Cleef & Arpels collection or brand even. But I learned it sounds like so crazy, but I have a deep appreciation for crystals. I really love gemstones generally. So Van Cleef & Arpels is just a brand that truly aligns with what I like. And that's the reason why I love their pieces so much. It's not because it's trending, it's because I find them so beautiful, and I think it's just a really, really beautiful design. So the fact that the rock crystal is trending at this moment is because, we all like the pure aesthetic, and it's like the Hermes bag, we want what we can have kind of like deal. For me, it's actually something that I've been wanting for a really, really long time, because I think it's so versatile. I really like it. Some people think it looks like plastic. Some people think it just looks so weird, but I've tried it on. It's really beautiful. So yes, definitely a trend that I'm hopping on. Definitely one that I've been wanting so long and I want to add to my collection. Very superficial, but definitely me. So I'm loving this. Now moving on to trend number 4 that I love, but that I haven't actually hopped on yet, but I've been thinking about on hopping on it, and that is the barefoot like sneakers or just loafers, whatever you call them. And that's because they are so close to what I truly love, and I've been a ballerina lover forever. And I mean, I've talked about this so many times in so many videos. You guys know that I love this. So this trend is pretty close to what I already love. And I think that is a trend or trends that are already aligning with your energy. And those are the trends that you should generally hop on because they align with you. So this one is one that I truly thinking about it, but I'm not sure in the designs that are out there at this moment. So the reason why I love this trend so much is, if you guys know anything about acupuncture or Chinese medicine or anything like that, I'm a little bit Chinese, so it is very dearly to me. But your ear and your feet, they hold so many pressure points and important points. It's so crazy. And the reason why I've always loved ballerinas is because I feel like I'm almost walking on the ground when I wear them. And it's so funny because the first time my daughter tried ballerina, she hated it because she said, you know, it's like I'm almost like walking on nothing. It's almost like I'm walking barefoot. So why do you like even wear these shoes? And I was like, that is the reason why I love ballerina so much, because it almost feels like I can just feel the ground when I'm walking. And yeah, so having like this barefoot type of like trends where your feet actually get like the form that they need to hold, it's so important for your posture, for the rest of your organs in your body. So I think it's not only like a very beautiful trend, but it's also a very caring trend for your body. And sometimes not like all trends that are good for you are the one that are, you know, the more pleasing. So the design of the things, I'm not like there yet. So that's like why I'll just stick right now with my Chanel flats or my Chloe flats. They are also very amazing, but I am going to try to hop on this trend because I love this idea that you're supporting yourself and just supporting your system with that. So yeah, definitely loving that. And I think it's very cool that we are incorporating more of that into our lifestyle. Now, trend number 5 that I'm really enjoying are these type of like niche type of perfume that we have been seeing so much more on social media. And I think it's a breath of fresh air from designer brands that have been dominating the perfume market for a really long time. And I think that's also very good because for a good reason. I mean, they're out there because they're doing like a great job. They're creating beautiful scents that draw people in. I, for one, have been a huge fan of the Cartier scents. Some people hate it, you gotta love it, but I love the powdery scent that Cartier scents have. I've got to try this beautiful perfume. It is the Rosy from Aesop, or Rosu from Aesop. It's the rose scent. It's very powdery. It's a beautiful scent. And it's been my favorite one since I've kind of like been there, and I've been using it daily. I love it. It's just like one spritz and I'm done. Love it so much, and it lasts a really long time. So it is, I don't remember like what the price was, but it's like a little bit like in the mid-range. I couldn't say like it's cheap, But it's definitely for me worth it that it's much more natural than other very chemical scents. So that's why this was something that I wanted to try out, as I'm trying to move into like more of natural and soft, gentle things for your body. And that also brings me to trend number 6 that I've hopped on, that I think is absolutely amazing that we have been doing this, is the official kind of like lifestyle that has been, I think, slowly coming up with sourdough, with fermenting, with all the baking, but that we're trying to move out of the more chemical stuff. So no more or very less processed food in your whole dietary. And I think, or dietary, I should say diet. Diet, I mean. And this, you guys, if I could promote any trend right now in this video, please hop on this one. Trying to do the things that I can, like I buy organic when I can. I try to, incorporate those things. And I definitely into fermenting foods. I bake my own bread when I can, not every time, but what I do try to do is feed myself and my kids just whole foods. I'm not bringing in packages after packages into my home anymore. If I can make something that is safe and easy and I can see the products in the whole form, I'm going to buy that instead of buying processed food or meat or things like that. So that is the only thing that I've changed, and it's been life-changing. Another trend that I've been loving so much, and that is using like luxury object in styling your home. What I mean by that is like when you just style your home by using purses or Hermes boxes or your jewelry boxes or things like that, instead of maybe really using like a whole painting or stuff like that. And it's nothing against people who do this in their own home. I can appreciate that if it's not in my own home, but I get really overwhelmed by having it in my own house. I just don't like it. I try to do it, but every time I get like really annoyed when there's anything on my wall. So that is just me. So if you come into my house, you'll only see maybe one mirror or a clock hanging upon my wall. I don't have any wall art. I'm just not the type of person to do that. So it's just like a little bit of personality here, but don't hate me for it, but I don't like it. But I do love that you can style your home with these kind of like decor objects, and you already have them probably in your house when you buy things. And when you use these things, you don't have to buy like new things. And that's also the thing of sustainability and durability. I think reusing things that you already have, amazing. And they're very good to decorate your home in. And I think they're also just a little bit like more showing of your personal style. It's like something you bought, right? And then you're using it for decoration. I like that. So yeah, I've been loving this so much, and I've been getting a lot of inspiration into doing that. So yeah, that's just a trend that I've been loving. Number 8 that I'm going to hop on to. This has also like been a very deep trend for me. It has also changed my life so much. And it goes hand in hand maybe with the one when I talk about whole foods and just fueling your body in the right way. I also been taking care of my body in a different way. And that is to hop on the trend to not always push your body to the max. And it's been for such, I think like a decade. We've been in this trend, I think maybe even like 2 decades. It was the trend of pushing your body to the max, doing HIIT workouts, because that is what, that's when you were going to lose body fat. That's like what you needed to do to your body. At least that is what we were told for the longest time. And to be honest, that's also what I did. I used to no pain, no gain was like the mindset. If I didn't feel anything, if I didn't feel anything burn, if I didn't like felt pain, I was like, I'm not hitting it. I'm not doing it right. I'm like failing. And I was pushing my body to its limits and not giving it time to restore, to regain, to just do anything. And I realized this after I start just eating right and taking actually more rest instead of always pushing my body to do things. I realized how long I was like, because every time you're pushing your body to the max, you're pushing your body in its fly and flee mode. So you're actually always stressing your body, and we're not realizing that stress is really, really bad. You know, that's why some people, they don't have much, but they live so long because they don't stress. You don't stress, you just enjoy, you just live your life and you see where you go. Like that mindset, it's one that I'm slowly trying to adapt. Promoting that softness in your body. I think that is maybe the sum up of this trend. Promoting the softness just so much in your body that it wants to relax so it can function. That is the ultimate luxury. That is so good. And that is a trend that I'm saying yes to, that we have to be aware of, that we don't need to always push the body. The body is doing already an amazing job, and actually we need to support it. We need to feed it with love. So I'm owning to that luxury. I'm owning to this trend. I'm hopping upon it and I'm embracing it. It's so beautiful. Okay. You got me. That was kind of like a deep trend again. And I know I'm blabbing so much about those trends, but that's because I want the best for you guys. And I want you guys to know how much it has changed me. And yes, you're watching luxury, but no, as I said before, your body is the most luxurious item that you have, okay? Don't forget that. Please don't. Do not. Okay, so lighter subject again. Let's de-stress with something that is very light. Let's go back to jewelry items. So I've been loving the fact that I'm seeing so much more vintage luxury jewelry items coming up. So people sharing stories about how they have received more vintage jewelry with a certain heirloom and a story behind that, and I've been absolutely hopping on that trend. And it's not actually a trend that you can hop on, because you either have it or you don't. And in some of the pieces that of course I'm investing in at this moment, I'm hoping that someday my daughter's daughters or their daughter can talk about how these pieces that are in the family are heirlooms, and that they really enjoy those pieces and that they hold beautiful memory for them. So that is what I'm creating with the pieces that I'm investing in. But I do have really beautiful pieces that I've shared before with you guys that have deeply touched me, that are amazing, that are heirloom, and that I really enjoy. And I think that is where the magic of jewelry lies in, and not just by buying Alhambra pieces or crochet pieces, but I think it's when you pass it on. Oh, that's kind of like where the magic starts and begins, because that is where you can start like writing stories. And I really love that. I really like the fact that jewelry pieces can be passed on in a way and can hold that memory or that thought. I just love it. I can't like wait, like if it's ever going to happen, if you believe like in the afterlife, to be born like in this cycle and see something about that. See something that maybe I started and that has been passed on, or maybe even like in this lifetime, to be able to see that with my daughter. I mean, some of the pieces has gone already to my daughter, and I hope that some of the pieces will go, if she's blessed with a daughter, that will go to her daughter and stuff like that. Oh my God. So excited for that. So I'm really loving that fact that people are sharing more of these pieces. Now the last trend that I want to end up with is going to be a light one again, you guys, are the beautiful bags that I always see in the summer. It's not a trend that, I mean, I'm seeing like trends that I'm loving. Some I hop on to, I mean almost all. But this is also a trend that I haven't hop onto yet, but I want to, but I'm not sure which one to do or to buy and things like that. I love summer clutches that have like the shapes of shells or like really organic shapes. And I've been seeing that so much. Like in the summer, you also see like more pearls, more oystery like or shell like things or starfish. And I really like this trend. It might be the Pisces in me that is drawn to these type of nature things, but I definitely love this trend. I think it's a trend that always comes and go, like during summer months or spring, it is here, and I think it's always going to stay. And in that way, I also think that it's not as trending to be like seasonal trending, but you can use it like in a lifetime, a couple, like every season over and over again. So it's also really a lifetime investment, right? It's not something that's always going to be here. For now, like during the winter, you can't use it, but it is going to be here because the season is always going to come back. And I think these type of items, like bags or, I don't know, like starfish earrings are always going to come in, and it's always exciting to see these accessories like in the spring summer months. So I really like that, and I think it's awesome that they're trending, and I'm definitely enjoying like all these artsy pieces. So not an artsy person like in the home decor, but definitely in my jewelry pieces and things like that. So you guys, it has turned out to be a way longer video than I thought, because I'm just a blabby person. I'm sorry for that, but I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and let me know in the comment box down below which are the trends that you're hopping on or that even has been life-changing for you. Love to hear about that. So if you're new here and you like these types of videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so you get a notification whenever I post a new video. For now, I want to thank you so much for being here, and I wish you a wonderful day ahead and also a wonderful week. Bye!